Alright, stream, here we go. I told you guys I was going to do another setup video. Um, just a little disclaimer, the cable management is not official. It's definitely a giant octopus down there. It doesn't look pretty. But it's because I've been making so many improvements. And as you can probably see if you've been watching my stream, you know I don't normally have a mic stand, but I just actually built a mic stand. What this is, the stand is actually one of those like lamp stands that you use at a workbench, and I repurposed it into a mic stand because I'm cheap like that. And I don't know, I just believe in, working with what I've got. The resources that are available, I make what I have work. So I repurposed this. So this is my new mic stand. You guys can see. I took kind of this little. It's not really a bracket. It was like a sheet of metal, almost like a band of metal. Took that, bent it with my vise. I bolted it on here, and then this right here I disconnected from my. This is my Snowflake. Excuse me. This is my Snowflake mic, and it's a Snowflake Ice actually. It's not the regular Snowflake. It's a Snowflake Ice. It doesn't have the mute button on it. Doesn't have a couple of different channels on the back, but it still works great. And I screwed that through the bracket. So this is my new mic stand. So you guys are going to see this Sunday night at 8 o'clock now. 8 o'clock p.m. EST. You guys are going to see me on there with my new mic. Everything seems to be working well. So I'm happy with that. It's going to be a lot less of a hassle. And because of that, I was able to actually move my keyboard back down. I had my keyboard up here for a while, and I had my mic down here kind of sitting on this shotgun shell case. The stand was on top of that, and it was a little awkward, but I kind of got used to it. But I definitely I'm happier with this setup. Now another little FYI, this desk is pretty old. You see it's got all this. This is actually not grime. It's just kind of worn down, this desk. I've had this desk probably 7 years or something, so it's pretty beat up now. So I'm going to be looking to upgrade that soon. This desk over here, this is actually my wife's desk, and she's got a nicer desk than I do because I actually bought this for her for Christmas. If you guys watched my last little video about my setup, you probably saw that in it. You might see some of the things, obviously, in this video that you saw in the last one. But I've made a lot of improvements since then, so it's a more robust setup. It works better for streaming now. So what else I'm going to talk about here? Right here, this is a switch. Okay, that's the 2960 switch. I have that set up so I can get 1000 base or 1000 megabit per second connection speed on my LAN, so that helps a lot. Recently upgraded this to the Verizon. It's a newer Verizon router than I had originally. That one is it's a newer one that has the 1000 base on it as well. The one that I had before at 100. So this is how my actual streaming setup really goes for you guys, because I know, like, specifically I had some people like ask me about the dual PC setup and all that. So this is what we have. So you see right here, I have this monitor over here. It's actually sitting on a tray table right now. At some point I'll get some kind of an official table, or really what I need is a corner desk like my wife's, so that I can put all 3 monitors on there. This PC is actually connected to my streaming PC. So that's the PC that does all the encoding. I also upgraded this within the last day. I upgraded it to Windows 10. This was my last PC that needed Windows 10. All the other ones are updated Windows 10. That's my wife's PC. That has nothing to do really with the streaming. I just kind of keep the stream up there sometimes. And it just adds to monitoring. So this does all my encoding. And what happens is it actually has a capture card on it that's connected by an HDMI port to my gaming PC. Now you're looking at the monitor, obviously. Under here, that's the actual streaming PC. That's the PC that does all the encoding. That actually has a lot of my older hardware in it. And that's why that one does all the encoding. It has a window in the side, but it's kind of covered up now. I don't really care what this case looks like anymore, so it doesn't matter to me. So I don't care if it's kind of on the opposite end. So that's my encoding PC, and it has a capture card. And what happens is, if you start the stream, you'll see, okay, there's me. But then if I do this, and I don't need the Throwback Thursday stuff on there anymore. So if I do this, you guys can see my desktop from my other machine. You see, if you go over here and look, it's the same desktop. Okay, so it's capturing the video from this desktop. So if I do this, for instance, I don't know, I'll just open a regular window here. Okay, so we got a window open, right? You go over here and look on my OBS, there it is. See it. So that's what the capture card is doing. It's picking that up. It's also picking up the audio. So you'll watch this little green bar as I talk into my mic. You can see the levels go up. So I'm talking to my mic right now. So it's capturing the audio as well from there. So that's all HDMI coming right through there. So this PC does the encoding for this PC, or this PC rather, for my gaming PC. So this PC right here is the one that does all the gaming. So when you see me gaming, the game is running on this. That's what it's running on. This PC has an AMD 8350 in it. It has a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 960 in it. And what else? It's got 8 gigs of RAM. It's got a 3 terabyte hard drive. And I really need a 3 terabyte. Well, I'm not going to be able to get that in SSD, but I really need an SSD drive, like 200 gigs or something like that. That would make me happy. Speeds up a lot of the things that you'd need. But actually, that'd probably be more beneficial in my encoding PC for the actual encoding. So what else? So I also got some questions about it looks like you look at another monitor or something and you know exactly what's going on. Well, so this is what happens. This PC right here, you can see like half of the screen I have my OBS set up. Okay, that's doing the encoding. The other half of the screen I usually have the chat up. So I have the chat up, and then I have like my notification window, I'll have that up too. So that's how that PC goes. Now you might be wondering, well, how do you control all this with one mouse and keyboard? So I got the mouse and keyboard here. I control this I control my gaming PC and my streaming PC with these two attached peripherals, and I do that with a KVM switch. So that brings me down here. You guys can't really see, and I don't have my light in here, so you're gonna have to just bear with me. But you can take my word for it. That little light that you see down there, that is actually the KVM switch, and it's controlled with this switch right here. So now what happens is, you see right now, my mouse is moving. This is my gaming PC. My mouse is moving on there. You see that? Okay. Now if I hit this switch, okay, it's gonna switch over here, and there you go. You see now my mouse is moving on that screen. Okay, if I hit the switch again, so I'm hitting the switch right now, and I'm moving my mouse, boom. Okay, you don't see it moving on that screen, but it's moving on this one. Okay, there it is. So that's how I control the two. So sometimes it gets a little awkward, honestly, because if I'm trying to control something on the stream and I want to get back and forth, it can get a little laggy. The KVM switch is not instant. Sometimes, it does lag sometimes, so that can get funky. So at some point, I'm probably going to be doing a keyboard and a mouse for that specific one, that computer. It'll just make it more convenient, I guess, easier to handle. So now the other thing, I have dual monitors set up on my gaming PC, and what happens is I usually have Spotify playing on the screen. I have some stream notifications. I have chat going, and I also have email usually up on that screen. It's not up there right now, obviously, but that's what I usually have on there. I have it kind of like in different windows, all kind of sorted on the screen. And then on this one is obviously always the game. This one always has the game. So yeah, that's really it. That's how it works. The capture card that I picked up was actually only about $70, and that one, if you want to know what it is, I'll try to put it in the video description because I can't remember the name of it right now. But it was the cheaper version because they have like $300 capture cards that most people use. It's the Avertv one, and most people use that, but I'm kind of cheap. So I bought this other one that had really good reviews, and I haven't had any problems with it. It works great. There's no need for me to buy the big robust one. I just think it's overkill. There's no reason for it, so so there's just no point to that. So what else? I got my G230 headset here, and obviously I retired the mic on that and switched it out for this mic. which is a lot better. So this is the blue Snowball Ice. In case you're curious, my keyboard and mouse are as follows. You have the Razer Imperator right there, and then this is the it's the Razer, the heck is it, Deathstalker. Yep. So that's what that is. And in case you're curious as to the specs on my encoding PC, or my streaming PC rather, the specs are, it has an AMD Phenom X4, AMD Phenom II X4 is what it is. I think I said that right. And so it's a quad core processor, so it's pretty decent, and I can actually, because I'm not gaming on it, I can actually increase my encoding to faster, which, if you know anything about streaming, that's convenient. You know, that helps with the quality, so that's good to have. But I can't really go much more over that, or it will start like bogging down my processor. And I can't run at 60 FPS with the faster encoder setting. But the thing is, right now, being a non-partner streamer, there's no point to be running more than 30 FPS, because it actually cuts down on the quality so much the pixelization gets kind of out of hand. So I just leave it at 30 for now. But that's why I increase it to faster as well, to try to compensate for the pixelation. And then this PC also has 8 gigs RAM, and the hard drive that's in is only like a 200 gig hard drive. I have it in a RAID setup, so it's actually a couple of hard drives slinging together. But that's what that is. It's nothing robust for the encoding PC, but the gaming PC has a lot better hardware in it. So that's how it goes. Again, I apologize. I know it's a little messy. I've been working on the setup, trying to get it to actually work, everything to work properly. I kind of got it the way I want it now. I'm pretty happy with how I got it now. I'm really excited to use this mic stand on Sunday night. I think that's going to be good. And the cable management down there is a disaster, because I've been connecting and disconnecting, disconnecting cables for the past 2 months. So that's how it goes. That's what happens. And then as well, this desk is pretty old. Actually, when I was moving, you can see one of my friends broke off the leg on it, so I was really happy about that. So yeah, this desk is pretty beat up. I need to change it out, but as of right now, that's not a necessity. So I'm gonna just deal with what I got. So again, if you guys have any questions, please just comment on the video, and I will make sure that I answer any of the questions you might have. So and also, if you guys could just follow me on Twitch and Instagram at AWAR1117. Yeah, follow me on there. And also, I stream from 8 o'clock p.m. EST all the way to 12 o'clock a.m. EST on Sunday nights. And then Monday through Thursday, I stream 9 o'clock p.m. EST all the way to 12 o'clock a.m. EST. So if you guys could come check me out, I'd appreciate it. Any kind of support that you guys have, it'd be great. Just come and hang out with me. That's all I ask. I just want to have fun with everybody. So we'll hopefully have a successful channel, a successful stream. So once again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. And other than that, AWAR, peace and out.